with DutyRon, a retired NYPD detective with 20 years of law enforcement. And if you like all things true crime related from a police perspective, please consider hitting that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you will get all things DutyRon when I go live or upload another video. Guys, it's been a little bit, and I wanted to just come on and give you guys an update on some of the things that happened this past weekend. I was out of town in Baltimore for a wedding. I got so much to talk about, but before I get into talking about that, I want to say a special thank you to my Patreon supporters, the channel members, the folks who subscribe and moderate, the replay viewers. I love the replay viewers. I appreciate each and every one of you here positively interacting. And before the live went live, I saw Ron Daniels sent in $10 super stickers. Thank you for your support. Okay, before I get into it, I want to just say quickly that I love to do the roll call with you guys. I know a lot of people love the roll call, but a lot of people also, not a lot, but a few don't like the roll call. I'm going with the majority, so I'm going to stick with the roll call. We're going to do that in a few minutes. I only got about 10 minutes to spend with you. Hi, Heidi. Heidi Lee is here. Good to see you. Factual Breakdown. Mary Flynn. Dawn Marie. Calcutta is here. Hello, pretty in camo. Great to see you. Thank you, Susan, for Virginia. Break the Cycle. Oops says hello. Good to see you. Roll call is happening. The roll call is happening. It's just happening naturally. I didn't even want to do it, but it's just happening. Deco Paint and Tea, great to see you. Thank you for joining. A lot of love and hugs coming from all over. E. Nick from Nova Scotia. Hello from North Carolina. Houston, Texas. Welcome from Sweden. Thank you, Minnesota. Guys, I greatly appreciate everyone checking in. Hello from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I may be making a visit very soon to Tennessee. So let's get into it. Hello from Boston, Indiana. Good to see you. Yes, guys, I'm okay. I'm all right. So let me make this quick. I want to get this out of the way. I traveled with my family down to my niece. My goddaughter got married in Baltimore. I traveled with my whole family by vehicle. You know, we took a car ride down there. Everything looked and went well. We had Saturday the reports of Hurricane Henria. I know I'm saying it wrong, but I love to get things wrong. That's what makes me me. Hello, Katrina. Good to see you. So we get on Saturday, we're there for the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We get this report of a potential hurricane. We haven't been hit on a direct hit from Henri. Thank you, Stace on the case. Always can count on my friends. Henri, thank you. But it's spelled Henri or YI or whatever. But thank you for that. Thank you. So Hurricane Henri comes, and thank you, E. Nick. I'm glad that I'm providing you entertainment. Hurricane Henri comes into the picture. I know it's French. Oui, monsieur. Where's Naboo when we need him? Henri. All right, whatever. Comes into the picture. Now I got to start curtailing my trip. And my wife and I made a command decision together because we're 30 years together, so we make these decisions together. My wife and I make a command decision that we're going to come back early. We're going to leave Sunday morning, 7 a.m. We're going to get up. Now, granted, we get in from the wedding at 1 a.m., so I got a very little bit of sleep. So 1 o'clock in the morning, we go to sleep or get ready to go to sleep. My wife's packing up our stuff. We leave at 7 in the morning, and of course, nothing happened. The hurricane went north. It went into Boston and in the New England states, and we got just a rain event. So I drove home for nothing, and but we erred on the side of caution, and I went home early. We wanted to secure everything. Hello, Chris. Good to see you. So we secured up everything in the yard for no good reason, and I was exhausted. So at about noon my time, I said to my wife, I said, I'm going to go take a nap. I went upstairs to our bedroom, took a nap, and I slept for 2 hours. I woke up at 2 p.m. Eastern, and I proceeded to come out of bed and come downstairs and fell down my whole flight of stairs. I fell on my butt, boom, 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 down the stairs. I hurt my arm here. I got like a little scrape right here, and I got a black and blue on my left butt cheek like there's no tomorrow. So I fell down the stairs, boom, 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 boom. My wife let out a bloody scream, and my sons came to my help, to my aid. I'm on the floor at the bottom of the stairs. The dog is licking my face. I'm in excruciating pain, and I was like, thank God I didn't break anything. I come out of it with a scrape on my forearm here and a bruised, a black and blue butt cheek. So at least I didn't break anything. I didn't break a hip. I didn't wind up in the hospital, but that's how things went. That's how things went for me. A hurricane that never happened, a wedding that we kind of cut short. We were going to stay for the whole day on Sunday, but I'm happy. I thanked my lucky stars. God was with me, and nothing happened. My pride was hurt a little bit that I fell down, and I got a little bit of a left bruised butt cheek. It looks like purple. It's like purple bruised, but I'm good. Thank you guys, Deco Paint and Tea. Thank you, Mary. Thank you everybody for the well wishes. So I've been down and out. I've been hurting a little bit, and I kind of stayed away from doing any live streams. I'm still sore right now as we speak, but it's not going to keep me down. It's definitely not going to keep DutyRon down. So that's what happened with me. I stayed off of live streaming. I just wasn't feeling it. I was just wanting to kind of recoup and get my marbles back. Thank you, Nancy. I appreciate it. Stace on the case, Diane King. Yeah, angels protecting you, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm happy I didn't break anything, but I do have a sore left butt cheek. It is what it is. So again, officially butt hurt. Thank you, Connie. Thank you. Epsom salt. Yeah, I just let it heal naturally. I'm just going to let it heal naturally. We can tease you about it. Yes, Calcutta, it's always good to get teased. When you get teased, then you know that you're loved. So it's good that you tease me, because then I know you guys love me. When I fall, literally, I get knocked down, but I'm up again. Helps. Thank you, Sensible Crime. Thank you, Mac and Minnie McCrane. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. All right, so let me get into the meat and potatoes of why I went live today. So we have, thank you. I'm wearing my Lost is Not Alone bracelet. So this is my EquiSearch bracelet. I wear this thing. I wore it to the wedding. I never even took it off for the wedding. Life is short. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right, so let's get into a couple of things. I had a live stream plan. I wanted to cover day 2, 3, and 4 of the BarryMorphew Preliminary. By a show of hands, who here is watching and following the BarryMorphew Preliminary hearings? Those are the hearings that I covered with Joe Murray. By a show of hands, put a 1 in the chat if you are watching the BarryMorphew Preliminary hearings. I just want to get an idea of how many people are interested in this. Okay, a lot of people. Yeah, I mean, Suzanne Morphew, this case is, again, she's in all of our hearts. Suzanne Morphew is in all of our hearts. We are so invested in this case, just like all the other cases that we cover. But this one is really, in particular, it hits a sore spot for the ladies and for the gents like myself, for people who respect humans, who respect their spouses. Somebody like myself who has an enormous amount of respect for women. I was brought up the right way. My parents raised me right. I have an enormous respect for women, and I have an enormous distaste for domestic violence. I can't stand somebody who physically and verbally and mentally abuses somebody, and that's what this case is about. This case is about verbal, physical, and mental abuse. It's not hard to get sucked into this one, because I think we all know somebody, or we have all been involved in some type of physical, mental, or verbal abuse, psychologically, controlled by somebody, or being told that you're no good, and being told that that you're this and that. So we all can relate kind of to this. And by a show of hands, who can relate to this? I think we all can. I can put my hand up straight out and say yes. I don't think anybody can be not around or know somebody that hasn't been involved in some type of domestic type of violence. It runs rampant across our country. It runs rampant across the world. So we want to see Barry Morphew be brought to justice. We want to see, there's a lot of hands coming up. And thank you for sharing that. It takes a lot of strength for people to put their hand up and say, yes, I was abused. I am abused. I have been abused. It's very hard to say that because so many people feel ashamed of it. Holly, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you, Holly. So I think we all can agree that this case has sucked us in because we have been around it in one way, shape, or form. We've all been around this. So we want to see this preliminary hearing. We want the judge to come back and say, yes, there is enough to bring a trial forward. And I think that we will see a yes. I still feel very confident that we will see a yes. He needs to have more time. I respect that he wants to take more time because that shows that this judge is fair and impartial. He wants to make a decision that is the right decision. And I respect him for saying, I need more time. Not a lot of professionals will admit that they need more time on cases. A lot of times they'll just rush to it and rush to judgment. And I think that this was a great thing that we see here in our criminal justice system, and that we see that he wants to look over all of his notes and all of the information that was given to him. And I think that it will then go to trial. I spoke to Joe Murray, criminal defense attorney. I have bad news about Joe Murray. He is contracted a mild version of COVID-19. So our good friend, the Silver Fox, Joe Murray, is fighting COVID right now as we speak. I've actually sent text messages to him, and I'm sending him well wishes. We were going to go live tonight, or the night before last night. Joe Murray and I were going to go live last night to talk about day 2, 3, and 4. We were going to combine it. And he told me, Ron, I'm down and out. I'm not feeling well. So prayers go out to Joe Murray on his battle of COVID-19. I'm praying and hoping that there's a good result for Joe Murray. He is a great guy. I want also prayers in the chat for Twyla Cisco, the search coordinator of EquiSearch. She has COVID-19 as well. She's contracted COVID, and I just found out today from Dave that Twyla and her entire family, her sons, are fighting COVID-19. So 2 of our very good friends of this community, Twyla Cisco and Joe Murray, are battling for their health. They're battling to get back to their health. So thank you for those prayers and the hearts. Let Twyla see the love in the chat and Joe Murray. Let's light it up. I'm going to just say a quick prayer to myself for Twyla and Joe Murray. I'm going to take a moment and bow my head. And as you guys light it up for Joe Murray and Twyla Cisco for the COVID-19 battle that they have ahead of them. So I'm just going to quickly just bow my head and say a silent prayer to myself. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for that. Nothing but positive vibes for these 2. We want them to get healthy and have their families not affected as well. Thank you, everyone, for the prayers and the continued well wishes. Make sure you leave some comments down below for Twyla and Joe Murray. Let's show them how much we love and care for them. Leave comments down below. Leave comments here in the chat. I appreciate you all for the well wishes. Summer Wells, I have soon. I'm soon going to be able to bring you guys some good news about Summer Wells. I'm in the process right now with Dave Rader, with talking to authorities to try to get some operations going on down there. That's the best I can tell you. I'm not going to be able to give you any specifics, but we're doing our best to try to get some operations going on down in Tennessee to get the search going on behalf of EquiSearch. So there is some movement, there is some communication, open lines of communication going on. That's the best that I could tell you at this point. Nothing is concrete, nothing is 100% a go, but we are trying and we'll never give up for Orrin and Orson West out in California and Summer Wells. I'm also going to be looking into Mary, Chris, and Richard for the Maya Miliete case in assisting perhaps them at any time in the future by drone or by any type of means that EquiSearch can offer to the Miliete case. I want to keep all of these missing folks close in our heart, and I want to keep them close in the search area. So we got a lot of work to do, but there is some exciting stuff going on that I can't talk to you guys about. So we have no updates on Summer Wells. As we know, Don is talking almost every night, almost every day. There's a new video or a new conversation that he's having with all different people. And you know what? It could be beneficial to the investigators, and it also could be nothing, because it seems like he's talking in circles and pretty much saying the same thing over and over again. C.S. Alderon, thank you so much for the $2 super sticker or super chat. It says positive vibes. Thank you. Thank you for that. Much love and respect. So yeah, Don is just, verbal diarrhea, talking to a lot of different people, talking in circles. We got, claims of sexual assault and things of that nature. People coming on and speaking about it, his sister or stepsister. The state of Utah has no statute of limitations. So if in fact there was a crime committed there, it's important that everybody understands that the victim has to come forward. The actual complainant witness, the victim, the complaining witness, has to come forward. A criminal case or a criminal investigation doesn't start without a complainant. So police need a complainant to come forward and make an official complaint. They just won't open up a case based on a conversation. So understand that going forward, for the authorities in Utah to open up a case, Deco Paint and Tea, thank you for the $5. Appreciate that. Thank you for the super support and the super love. I like to call it super love. Thank you. So no statute of limitations, Julie Rock over in Utah. She can walk into the place of occurrence wherever it happened, whatever authority, whatever county that alleged sexual assault took place. She can just go in and make a report, open up a report, make a case, and they will start working it. But law enforcement won't just start a case just based on a conversation or a YouTube video. So I hope that this woman finds the strength to come forward and bring those charges forward. Again, this doesn't bring us anywhere closer to finding Summer Wells, but it does close criminal activity that it's alleged that Don Wells committed against family members. And whether it's 3 women, whether it's 30 women, whether it's 5, whether it's 2, whether it's 1, it doesn't matter. Look, we have a governor here in New York that was removed, that stepped down, actually, that he didn't get removed, but he was going to be impeached because of his sexual advances and his sexual activity in the workplace. Governor Cuomo stepped down here in New York because of sexual allegations. And he knew that he couldn't fight him because he probably would be found guilty if he did try to fight him. So he opted to step down. So, that it is what it is. Listen, I hope that the women that he allegedly had these sexual encounters with comes forward and makes reports and brings him to justice. But it's not going to. It's not going to change. Again, it's not going to change anything with the Summer Wells case. We need to find, and we all can agree, we want to know what happened to Summer Wells. Where is she? Who did whatever they did to her? What happened to her? We want answers to the question. But what EquiSearch wants to do is to bring her home. They don't care about a prosecution, although they would like to see a prosecution. They don't care about a prosecution. They care about bringing her home so she could be laid to rest, or bringing her home if she's alive. Now, as we get into day 71, the chances of her being found alive is slim, and it's a very, very small percentage chance of that happening. But we pray and hold on to that chance. We pray and hold on to it. All we want to do is, from the EquiSearch point of view and from all of us here, is we want to bring her home. We want her to be laid to rest properly if that is the case. We want to bring her home to the Lord. So thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate it. Guys, if you can remember, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so we will get all things DutyRon when I go live or upload another video. Again, a special thank you to everyone who leaves comments and watches the replays. I greatly appreciate that. The chat is moving really fast, but I have to say a special thank you to you guys all for positively engaging. I tip my cap to you, all of you guys. You guys are tremendous. I love and respect you all. Hi, Jen Lowe. Great to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Again, this is all about bringing the lost, bringing the missing home. And EquiSearch, I'm proud to be a part of EquiSearch and helping them become the bridge between communication with law enforcement. And that's what I have to offer to EquiSearch, is that we can become that bridge between EquiSearch and law enforcement agencies. Myself and Sergeant Cannon are going to do the best that we can to help them with communications with law enforcement. And that's the best way we can help EquiSearch, because that's what our expertise is. We can communicate. God's Becca, thank you. Thank you. Joe is on antibiotics. I'm hoping that he's doing well. I tried to reach out to him today. He told me he's been sleeping and he's been knocked out, but I sent him a text message. He texted me back. So Joe Murray is on the mend, but he's trying to sleep. He's trying to get his strength back. So let's hope and pray for the best for Joe Murray and Twyla. They're fighting the fight together. So both of them, and Twyla's kids. I think Twyla's whole household has contracted COVID. So yeah, I just got a text message, just came in as I'm speaking. Twyla says, "Thank you, DutyRon. I wouldn't wish this on my worst nightmare. I wouldn't wish it on my worst nightmare. I will definitely get better. We got to do work. We got to do work for summer." So yeah, she's staying focused. That's a message from Twyla. Thank you, sir, because I sent her a bunch of prayer emojis and hearts. And I told her that Dave just told me that she had COVID. This is all today. She just responded back, "Thank you, sir. It's horrible. I wouldn't wish it on my worst nightmare." She was probably thinking of saying, "I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy," but she said, "on my worst nightmare." I will definitely get better. We got to do work on the summer case. So she's still, with COVID, is still sending me messages saying we got to get to work on summer. So much love and respect to you, Twyla. I hope you watch the replay when you feel better. We all are sending you love and hugs from all over the world. So let's get a roll call going with 583 people watching. Let me know where you're watching, city, state, or country, and let's do it. Let's get a shout out going. Sending you guys love and respect, as always. Hello from Texas. Good to see you, Doobie Redburn. Thank you so much. Matty Boy Sully's here. Hello, Laura from Ohio, Southwest Arkansas. Good to see you, Newfoundland, Canada. Hey, good to see you. Thank you, Oklahoma. Wow, always goes crazy. Oak Island, North Carolina. Factual breakdown. Always here. Gail from Oklahoma, Southern Cal. Good to see you. Thank you, Southern Cal. CS Alderon, thank you. Cajun Adventures from Louisiana. Thank you. Kentucky Karen. Kentucky Karen is here. Thank you. Scotland, Patricia Legee. Good to see you from London, Ontario, Canada. Thank you for joining. Hello from Cypress, Texas. Nady is here. Hello, Cleveland, Ohio, Texas. Watching from Dublin, Ireland. Good to see you, Tanya Joy. Thank you, Calcutta from the UK. Lorenzo, Texas, Sweden, South Dakota, Louisiana, Chicago. Becky is from Polk City, Florida. Good to see you. Hello from Bar, Vermont. I hope you guys did okay with the tropical storm. Sunny San Diego. Good to see you, Marlena. Thank you. Hello from Tuscaloosa. Good to see you, Hurricane. Minnesota, says KC. Hello from Illinois. Hi from Hawaii, North Carolina, California. All right, checking convictions from Minnesota. Marianne from Florida. Good to see you. Larissa from Virginia. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Best wishes from Missouri, Seattle. Holy roll call. This was a long one. Hello from Brazil. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. All right, so that was awesome. You guys are freaking amazing. And for the people who I miss, Penny, thank you. Penny Lane, always great to see you. I love the font. Heading home to New York, says Teresa Franson. Lauren Noel Hall. Hey, Ron from Burlington, Vermont. I love Vermont. So beautiful up north. Hello from Tennessee, Sandra. Good to see you. Champaign, Illinois, says Pamela. A Stitch in Crime. Cool screen name. Hello from Maine. Mac, Minnie, and McCrame, watching from London, UK. Maplewood, Minnesota, checking convictions. I think I got it all. Warwick, New York. Good to see you, BTS 123. Thank you. I did good on that roll call. I think I got a lot of people. Hello from Greece. Good to see you. Thank you. All right, listen, my friends. Another thing I want to talk to you about. I covered the Rusek case. The Chris Watts, but the Rzucek family. I call it the Rzucek case because they're continually being harassed by people online talking about their daughter, Frankie Jr.'s sister, the two grandchildren that were wiped out by Chris Watts, and Nico, the unborn grandson. You know, these folks are going through hell, and I got to bring it back up again because Frankie Jr. Rzucek has a crowdsourcing campaign, and I will share it and I'll link it in the description here. I encourage you to go over, even if you can contribute $1 to it. $1 times 500 people makes a good amount of money going to this cause. They are fighting with attorneys from the United Kingdom against a couple of creators and a couple of people who are continually harassing and going after them. So I encourage you to go over and check it out. I will link in the description to the crowdsourcing campaign. And if you don't see it in the description, send me a message on DutyRon.com and I will send you a link to it. And I'm going to link from my channel to his channel in the description so you could see it. He did a video on it. I would greatly appreciate each and every one of you if you go over and try to support that cause. Love and respect from my house to yours. I'm going to get back out to work. As I always like to end all of these, God bless the world. God bless the United States of America. God bless each and every one of us here in the chat. And all victims of crime across the globe and their families. From New York, wishing you guys a lot of love and respect. I thank you for joining. I thank you for being in here. Thank you for leaving comments down below. Please leave a comment, leave a like. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all one word, DutyRon. And I'll see you on my next live interactive show. Good night, good afternoon, good day. Talk to you soon. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the support. Twyla and Joe Murray, get well soon. We love you. Bye, guys.